Hi, this is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Sunday. An extra update for the 7 o'clock hour up until about midnight. Then we'll update you again during the overnight hours for the new day. We do have those blizzard warnings in effect for the New York City area and for Philadelphia, central and northern New Jersey, and even the Jersey Shore. Earlier today, we had rain that started across the southern portion of the state, extending from Delmarva to Maryland up to eastern Pennsylvania, the rain, and then there was that line. Like I said, always take that straight line from the south shore of Long Island, put it right through New Jersey, and then down into Pennsylvania. That's the very first rain-snow line that usually occurs during the wintertime. The second one, of course, is the a line that you draw from the coast of Connecticut down into northern New Jersey. That's sort of like the second one. A lot of it has to do with those winds off the water. And when those winds turn a little bit more northerly and come over land and get away from that ocean influence, that's when the temperatures drop and you get into some heavier snowfall. It was raining pretty much all during the daylight hours, and even in places where it was snowing during the daylight hours. We are getting closer to meteorological spring. That is the first day of March. That is occurring 1 week from today. The sun rises a minute and a half earlier every day, sets a minute and a half later, gets higher into the sky, and despite the fact that we have cloud cover, that radiation, which makes it light, even with cloud cover, is solar radiation that does heat the lower atmosphere this time of year. And you really have to have these very strong storms in order to cause the temperatures to go down. And when does that happen the best? During the nighttime. And that's what we're having right now. The snow is now moderate to heavy in many places along the Jersey Shore and extending up into Long Island, coastal Connecticut, and New England as the storm continues to wind up just off the coast of Delmarva. And with that in mind, as far down as Cape May, New Jersey, and also in sections of Delmarva, it's changed over to snow now, that the winds are more out of a more north by northeast direction. When it just basically stays away from the ocean, comes over to land, that's when your low-level temperatures start to rise. And we're seeing visibilities of about a quarter to a half mile in heavy snow in many southern New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, and Delaware, eastern Maryland places, all advancing towards the northeast as this storm continues to wind up and intensify during the overnight hours. You'll notice the winds kick up around out of the north by northwest, and we'll have moderate to heavy snow. At the height of the storm, there may even be some thunder associated with thunder snow. It happens this time of year, but probably only in the pre-dawn hours. And this is where we're expecting between as much as 10 to as much as 20 inches of snowfall. Some of the models during the daytime today started to back off just a wee bit. The European model has always given us about an inch liquid, and that usually translates between 10 and 15 inches of snow. But the U.S. model was always out there at around 2 inches, which was like a tremendous amount of snowfall. But there was also some rain as well. Now starting to come together, and they're probably looking at maybe 1.2 inches of liquid equivalent. That gives you about a foot of snow. But of course, when it's blowing and drifting, it is tough to measure. And that is what we'll be dealing with. So the snow will be heavy during the overnight. Temperatures down into the upper 20s and lower 30s. And then during the daytime tomorrow, the snow in the morning, heavy times ending, tapering off the snow showers as the storm moves away. We get into some nicer weather on Tuesday, and maybe some rain and snow early Wednesday, and then clearing up midweek. I'll be back a little bit later on tonight, and we'll give you an update on this storm situation. Until then, I'm Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere. Hope you have a good evening.